Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am the OGGO, Greg Osmond. This is episode 60, World of Outlaws Dirt Racing 24. If you missed that last episode, you can click the eye in the top right of the screen to go check that out. Make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel so you can follow along with the rest of this series. And as always, the video description has our link tree linked to all of our great channel supporters and sponsors. Make sure you go support those who support us. Excuse me. Video description also has information on channel memberships. $5 a month gets you exclusive access to, exclusive videos, extended length videos, and more. Go check that join button below the video, or like I said, the video description for more information on channel memberships. All right, we've been on a little bit of a cold streak here lately. Had a decent run at at Sterling County. Got a win in our belts, but before that, 10th, 8th, a win, and then 17th at Port Royal. We just got to get our mojo back flowing because that race at Port Royal really put us behind the 8-ball. We're now only 10 points ahead of Jamie Nicholson Jr. in the point standings, so we need a couple good races for us here at I55 and Sugar Bush. That's a big, wide half mile, so I think I'll be all right there. But got the new sponsor on the car, Fox Factory. I tried to match the color as best I could, but no exact match. It's close enough. But Fox Factory Circle Lake Paint Store stays on as an associate sponsor, but Fox Factory is primary. Federated Auto Parts Raceway at I55, the technical name of the next track, on tap. 40-lap main event, $27,500 to win. Let's get down to Pevely, Missouri. All right, back in the pit area after qualifications here at I55 Raceway. We did not get our goal time in qualifying by literally 6 1,000ths of a second. Goal time was 11.842. We ran in 11.848. So definitely unfortunate there, but it happens. We are going to start second in heat race number 1. 10 laps to put ourselves into the show. Let's see how we do. All right, top 4 to the A-main, top 4 to the A-main, top 2 to the qualified dash. We are starting in the second position. Here we go. Green flag is out. All right, Stevenson gets a good jump here off of turn number 4. We're going to send it into turn number 1 and into the wall. Lusk is going to get by us for the second position. We'll hold on to third, but no, Stephen Wilson trying to charge and grab that spot from us. We're going to have to make an evasive maneuver here and try to jump to the bottom after we bounced off the outside wall in turns 1 and 2 on the very first lap. See if we can reel in Joe Lusk here for the second position. Otherwise, we're going to miss the qualified dash once again. Lusk running on that top side, making some hay up there, about a full second ahead of us at the moment. See if we can make anything happen up there as well. So far, nothing doing just yet. He's going to stay a full second ahead of us. We're going to try to drop down maybe a car length from the very top of the track. Oh, we're starting to close in on Joe Lusk for that second position. Running real smooth lap times here. As we are now halfway home, we're starting to run out of time here. Halfway home, 5 down, 5 to go. Ooh, a little spark off the wall there. Through turns 1 and 2. Let's try to run the bottom. Maybe slide up the track. No, nothing to do it just yet. We're now running way out of time. 4 laps to go. 4 to go here as we're trying to hunt down Joe Lusk for that second qualified dash spot. Oh, we're going to send it in here on the bottom. Pull side by side. Drag race down the front straightaway. Lusk has the spot. Going to try to go into towards the middle of the groove here in 1 and 2, and we're going to do just that. Now down, maybe closer towards the bottom. Going to run up into not into him, but 2 laps to go. We're going to slide up and grab the spot from Lusk, put us back into position 2. Let's take it on the bottom of the racing surface here. Oh, heavy contact with the slower cars in front of us. We're going to stay clean and green here on the last circuit here at I55 Raceway in Pevely, Missouri. Off of turn number 4, we're going to rebound and grab the second position here in heat race number 1. We'll start that qualified dash in the 6th position. Peyton Stevenson grabs the heat race win here at I55 Raceway Beasley, Missouri. We're going to join him in the qualified dash from the second position here. Joe Lusk grabs the third spot here in heat race number 1. Brian Carter fourth, and Stephen Wilson rounds out your top 5 A-main transfer cars. A-main time here at Federated Auto Parts Raceway at I55. We finished 5th in the qualified dash. We're going to start from the 5th position here in the A-main. Not going to do any setup changes. We're going to leave it alone. Let's head to the track. A-main time is up next. A-main Pro Late Model Regional Series at I55 Raceway. Alex Bergeron finished 3rd in the B-main. He's starting 23rd. Ben Wells finished 3rd in the qualified dash. He'll roll from the 3rd position and starting in 6th. Jake Moser finished 6th in the qualified dash. We finished 5th in the qualified dash, so we are starting from the 5th position here. We go. Green flag is out. We're racing A-main Pro Late Model at I55. All right, going to send it off into turn number 1. We're going to hold on to the 5th spot for the time being. Now looking to the inside of Benefield and Reese, trying to get a blue light special 2 for 1 in one corner. Here we go. Put us P3 at the line. At the line, we are in 3rd, getting by Reese and Benefield all in one go, but Benefield powers back by on the top side. He's going to retake the 3rd position temporarily. But no, he's going to power back by on the top side at the line, put us back into 4th, as Benefield is making a go at it here on that top groove. We're going to stay committed to the bottom. That's where I know we run well, and I don't want to try to push the issue, as we're going to have the spot at the line over Benefield pushed back into 3rd, officially at the flag stand. Into turn number 3 now, side by side with Dalton Benefield for 3rd position. Benefield now edges us out at the line. We're back to 4th. Benefield gets a good run off of turn number 2, and we're going to start closing in on Ben Wells here for the 2nd position. At the line this time by, put us back into the 3rd position. We're just flip-flopping back and forth for that spot. Closing in on Ben Wells now for 2nd, as Benefield keeps working that high side. And we're going to go to the bottom, or stay committed to the bottom, I should say. Trying to get by Ben Wells now. Benefield drops to the bottom that last lap. No, stays on the top through 3 and 4. We're going to stay committed to the bottom, just like always. Race leader Peyton Stevenson up on the top side, making it work up there as he approaches the back of the field. We're going to stay, like I said, committed to the bottom. We're going to get a good run off of corner number 4. Run through the middle of turns 1 and 2. Let's pull tear off. There we go. Clean view. Into turn number 3. Wells drops back to the very bottom. He slides up off of 4. We're going to get a run into turn number 1. And we're going to make a little bit of contact with Wells, but put us into the 2nd position. P2 here now at I55 Raceway. Finish. We are running in the 2nd position right now. Catfishing on the bottom. Working our way through slower traffic at the back of the field here. Oh boy, slid up quite a bit off of turn number 4 there. Luckily did not get into anyone. Peyton Stevenson holds the race lead by about 1.5 seconds, a little more than 1.5 seconds over us at the moment. We are in 2nd. Ben Wells not letting us get away too much in the 3rd position. Steve Reese is in 4th. Dalton Benefield has fallen back to the 5th position. Running in 2nd right now, approaching Alex Bergeron, running in 20th, a lap down. We're going to try to navigate around Bergeron here expertly through the field as we continue to try to gain on race leader Peyton Stevenson. Stevenson has been out front for all 14 of these laps of this race so far. We started in the 5th position up to 2nd. We are +3 on our starting position here. 25 laps to go. We have 15 completed. I-55. We are definitely running better at the smaller tracks than we are the bigger tracks. I don't think there's any doubt in that at all. As we approach Brandon Weigel and Brian Carter running 17th and 16th respectively. Peyton Stevenson, race leader, has pulled us by a couple tenths here these last few laps as we near the halfway point of this one. We've got about a second back to Ben Wells, who's running in third. Steve Reese is in fourth. Fifth is Dalton Benefield. As we now look to the inside of Brian Carter as we enter turn number 3. He's going to get out of the way as he should. We're going to give him a little hey, we don't want you around us anymore type nudge as we get by him. All right, we're working through the field here. Peyton Stevenson out to a heated pace right now as we are halfway home this time by. Little contact with Watley and Sollenberger, but anything gonna, she's not gonna bring out the caution. We're gonna stay green racing here. Watley running 15th, Sollenberger 14th, trying to grab 13th over that 7 car, who I don't know who that is. We're going to look now to the inside of Watley through 3 and 4. We're going to get by Watley for the track position. Now set our sights on Sollenberger, try to get by him as we, again, continue to try to reel in Peyton Stevenson. Not looking like we're going to be able to catch Stevenson for this one unless we are slowed by a caution flag or 2. We're going to look to the inside of Smith now. Nicholson Jr. not having a good race there. Dalton Benefield is looking to benefit wholly from that bad run from Jamie Nicholson Jr. Remember, Jamie Nicholson Jr. was 10 points behind us entering this race. Running in the 12th position now is Nicholson, as we're going to go topside, try to get a good run off of turn number 2, use the banking of the track to help build up some momentum. Not able to make the pass just yet as Stevenson continues to pull away. We are mired back here in lap traffic. We're going to look to the inside of Jeff Fabiano once again. He's running in the 23rd position. Nicholson Jr. now in 12th. The 12 car running 12th. We're going to get to the inside is now Matty Watkins next on the list running 11th. Nicholson probably very discouraged with that pass we just made, knowing that we are the points leader and he's not going to have a good points day at I55 Raceway. Watkins slides up the track, makes contact with the slower car of Peyton. Or no, Peyton's in front of us. I'm not sure who that other slower car was, but we're going to get by. Peyton running in 10th, a lap down, mind you. We're going to try to sneak by here. No, not yet. 10 laps to go this time by. 1-0, 10 laps to go. All right, we're going to get by Shane Payton. He's going to try a little crisscross applesauce. Nothing doing just yet. Blake Majulis, Alex Bergeron, the iRacing Vets to our outside, trying to hold us off. No, nothing doing. We're going to get by Majulis as Peyton is stupidly trying to get back by us. Not really sure what he's trying to accomplish with that, but nobody around him is for position. But hey, it is what it is. 8 laps remain here at I55 Raceway. We've now got a little bit of clean track in front of us. Nobody to really worry about for the time being, as Peyton Stevenson is out to almost a 3 1/2 second race lead. We've got 1 second back to Ben Wells as he did close in on us through lap traffic, but we now have open track in front of us. No one to contend with, no one to worry about. 6 laps to go. 2.9 is the distance now to the race leader. Nope. Back up to 3. As Brandon Weigel, next car in front of us, has 5 laps to go here at I-55. We have been clean and green for all 36 laps so far. We have not been slowed by any cautions as of yet. Definitely like it when a race goes clean and green. When you're running up front, when you're not running up front, you really want those cautions to help bunch everybody up and try to make moves on those restarts. We're going to get to the inside of Weigel once more, as we're going to put him another lap down. Well, he's already another lap down, but another lap down to us. And we're going to come across here 2 laps to go at the flag stand. Peyton Stevenson has a 3-second lead on us, and it's going to take the white flag right now. White flag is out this time by final circuit round I-55 Raceway at Peebly, Missouri. Federated Auto Parts Raceway at I-55 in Peebly, Missouri. We're going to come off of turn number 4. That is another second place win for us, this time at Peebly. Peyton Stevenson gets the well-deserved race win. We come home in the 2nd position. Ben Wells comes home 3rd, Dalton Benefield 4th, and Steve Reeves in 5th. Jamie Nicholson Jr. comes home in 11th, trying to minimize the damage on the points there, but we'll have to see if Benefield was able to get in front of Nicholson. All finished up here at I55 Raceway. Finishing in the second position. We still have the points lead. And yes, sir, look at that. Benefield able to jump Nicholson Jr. It is now a 26-point lead over Dalton Benefield now, with Jamie Nicholson 2 points behind Benefield. It's 28 points back to third place. It's going to be a doozy by the end of this one. I just feel it. We're going to leave I-55 with a... Oh, wow, look at that sponsor payout. Oh, that is nice. $40,041. Yes, sir. That is a good chunk of change. And 2443 skill points. Let's head back to the shop. We got another race on tap. All right, all finished up here at I-55. We got second place in this one. No repairs needed to the vehicle as of right now. Up next, race number 12 at Sugarbush. We'll check our upgrades here. 120. You know what? We're going to go ahead and buy our level 5 tire upgrades. 19,236 for upgrade 1. 24. I don't think we're going to have enough for level 3. And we don't. Okay, but that's okay. We've almost maxed out our tires. We've got a little bit to go. +4 performance, so we'll get that up to 50, and +8 durability. So I think we lost a tiny bit of durability, but got more performance out of the tires. So Sugarbush is up next. We hold on to the points lead by 26 points over second place Dalton Benefield. Sugarbush is a half-mile track in Tennessee. Let's load it up and head east to Sugarbush. All right, we are off to a good start here at Sugarbush Motor Speedway. Got our goal time in both practice and qualifying. And in qualifying, we were good enough for top of the board, P1. Fast qualifier. Running the slider setup. It's running well. Why change it if it's working all right? So we're going to start P1 of heat race number 1. Let's head to heat race action. All right, heat race number 1 is on tap here at Sugarbush Motor Speedway. We are starting from the pole position with our points rival Dalton Benefield to our outside. Here we go. Green flag is out. Heat race number 1 is underway. We're going to send it off into turn number 1 on the bottom side of the racetrack. We're going to have the run and hold on to the race lead. Off now down the back straightaway into turn number 3. We're going to get a little loaded slope. We didn't have a great entry. We're going to get slowed down and get a better entry there, and we're going to be leader lap number 1. Jeff Faviano, good run for him. He's in second, getting by Dalton Benefield there on the first lap. Benefield settles into third. Justin Smith in fourth. Alex Bergeron now in fifth. Benefield now looks to the inside of Faviano through 3 and 4. He's going to have that spot, put Faviano now back to P3. Oh, we're going to slide up off of turn number 2. Now I have a great exit there. We got to get it settled in here. I don't know what's going on, but the car just doesn't seem the same as it did in qualifying. Let's see if we can continue to lead this one at Sugarbush. Dalton Benefield has closed in from the second position. Jeff Faviano, like I said, still in the third position. Justin Smith stays in fourth. Alex Bergeron still in the fifth and final transfer spot. We're going to hit the wall hard off of turn number 4. Not entirely sure what happened there. Just kind of sucked us in. We hit it with the back of the car, and it just brings the front end in. So we will hold on to the race lead, though Dalton Benefield not able to make any sort of move after that. 5 laps down, 5 to go here at Sugarbush. Not a great entry there, but Benefield also makes a mistake through turns 1 and 2. We're actually going to pull away from him a little bit. Got to modulate the throttle quite a bit. I shouldn't say quite a bit. A little bit. You got to modulate the throttle a little bit as you get into and navigate through the corners, especially if you don't have the best entry. But we're going to have a great corner 1 and 2 there. Send it off now into turns 3 and 4. Off of 4. 3 laps remain here now at Sugarbush. Leading heat race number 1 here with 3 laps to go. Dalton Benefield holds on to that second qualified dash transfer spot. Jeff Faviano still in third. Justin Smith, Alex Bergeron 4th and 5th, respectively, as we have 2 laps to go. Benfield has moved to the top, trying to make something happen here in these waning stages of heat race number 1. Has yet to be able to really reel us in at all, but no, look at that run he got down the back straightaway into turn number 3, but look at the run we're going to get off of turn number 4 into turn number 1. We're going to have to get wooed and slowed quite a bit. We had a terrible entry angle into turn number 1, but we're going to hold on to the race lead. Benfield going to try to capitalize on my very big mistake there. Entering turn number 3, not able to do so. Off of 4, checkered flag, winner, heat race winner. We're going to win heat race number 1 here at Sugarbush Motor Speedway. Dalton Benefield can join us in the qualified dash. Jeff Fabiano holds on for 3rd. Justin Smith comes home 4th, and a good run for Alex Bergeron in 5th. The 5th and final A-main transfer car. All right, well, we had an incident in the qualified dash. Not entirely sure what happened, but the car felt like it was down a cylinder, and we finished in the 8th position. Checked everything over, checked the MSD box, we checked the spark plugs, checked the plug wires, checked the distributor, all that stuff. And guess what was wrong? We had a broken spark plug. Yep, one of the spark plugs, ceramic on one of the spark plugs had broken. And the wire wasn't on all the way. So broken spark plug, the culprit here. We'll get it swapped out. Swapped all 8 of them out just to be safe. But we're running good now. Car seems fine now. Engine seems fine. So we're going to have to roll from the 8th position, though, as we finished 8th in the qualified dash, like I said. So got our work cut out for us to get to the front, but I think we can do it. A-main at Sugarbush is up next. Pro late model A-main Sugarbush Motor Speedway is up next. David Parker finished 4th in the qualified dash. He's starting from the 4th position. Starting 19th, Kyle Arnold finished 5th in Heat 3, and Steven Wilson finished 5th in Heat 2. He's starting 18th. We finished 8th in the qualified dash, and we'll roll from the grid. 8th position. Let's see what we can do to make up for that abysmal qualified dash. Here we go. Green flag out. A-main underway. All right, we're going to look to the inside, get behind Jake Moser here. Now that we're running on all 8 cylinders, see if we can move to the front now. We'll look to the inside of Brandon Weigel. Yes, sir. We're going to grab that spot. Thank you very much. P7 now on the field. Let's rip a tear off. Got awfully dirty there in 1 lap. We're now by Jake Moser. Put him in the rear view. Looking now to get by David Parker for a top 5 spot. That's where Fox Factory, our sponsor, wants us to finish. We got to finish in the top 5. Got to keep the sponsor happy. 38 laps remain out of 40 here. Running in the 6th position as we work lap number 3. David Parker starting to run away from us now in the 5th position. He's running that top side. I tried the top side earlier on in the night. Just didn't have anything there. So we're going to stay committed to the bottom. I think this track's going to come into I think the track's going to come to us as this race progresses on. Dalton Benefield running in 4th. He is our points rival. Right now he's going to gain 4 points on us as the race runs. He's looking to the inside of what appears to be Shane Payton. Nothing doing just yet. He'll stay in 4th. All right. Now as we work lap number 5, this time by we've got 5 complete. 35 laps remain here at Sugarbush. We're going to continue here on the bottom as David Parker in 5th stays on the top. Everybody else, it looks like, race leader Ben Wells is on the top. We'll have to see how that transpires throughout the remainder of this race. We're going to stay committed to that bottom side as we are slowly but surely starting to reel in David Parker for 5th. Running some very consistent lap times and very smooth laps. I have a feeling guys are running that top side because it's a lot smoother than running on the bottom, but hey, it's a lot shorter to go around the bottom than it is on the top, especially at the big half mile in Tennessee of Sugarbush. Not a great 3 and 4 for us there, but we're going to stay committed to this bottom lane as we have 8 laps completed that time by. Working lap number 9, we're going to start to close in now on David Parker for the 5th position. He's going to stay top side. We're going to stay bottom side, see if we're able to make any sort of move. See if he makes any sort of move and drops to the bottom. I knew it was coming. But we're going to have a good run off of turn number 2 and get to his inside. Down the back straightaway to drag race. We're going to have the spot put us into the top 5 here at Sugarbush as we now set our sights on Dalton Benefield. 2.5 at the moment in front of us. See if we can reel him in and make the pass for 4th. We have been clean and green so far in this one. Not been slowed by any caution flags as of yet. 29 laps remain as we have 11 laps completed. Leader is into the back of the field. As we're going to have a little bit of a high entry into turn number 3 that time by. No harm, no foul. We'll keep the position. A little bit of a shallow entry that time by. Now we need to Goldilocks this one and get a just right entry into turn number 3. There we go. That was much better. As I said, we have been clean and green so far in the 13 laps of this one. No caution flags as of yet. The leaders are in the back of the field. Going to have to expertly navigate through the slower traffic to get through and get by. We're approaching the 25th place car of Dylan Wilson. One of the Wilsons. There seems to be 5 or 6 Wilsons in this one. Oh, big contact in front of us. I do believe that was Benefield getting into the slower car of Art Tucker. Maybe that's who that was. Not sure, but heavy contact as we now have 15 complete, 25 to go. Approaching the 23rd place running, Matty Watkins now down the back straightaway. We're going to dive to the inside of Watkins and grab that track position and slide up in front. We've got 1 second back to David Parker in the 6th position right now. Less than 1 second now as we're going to try to readjust in our chair. We have a bad exit off of turn number 2, but we're going to compensate and get a great entry into turn number 3. As Dalton Benefield has pulled away from us after that contact with Art Watson, so make that one make sense. Make heavy contact with someone, car goes faster. Maybe that's what I need to do. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that at all. All right, working lap number 19 now, so we've got 18 complete. We're going to slide up a little through turns 1 and 2. Is that going to allow David Parker to gain it on us at all? Not really. We're going to continue on in the 5th position here. Fox Factory is happy with us so far. We finished 2nd in their first race on board at I55, running in the 5th position now here at Sugarbush. We get a high entry into turn number 3, but a great exit off of turn number 4 because of it. Getting by Kyle Arnold now, looking to get by Steven Wilson running 19. Going to poke a nose and get by on the exit at 2, put Steven Wilson in the rear view. Burp the throttle a little bit as we get into turn number 3. David Parker has closed in a little bit. Less than 1 second now. Jake Moser right along with him as we are now on the back half of this one. 19 laps remain. Dalton Benefield has turned on the afterburners and has pulled away from us by the tune of 3 seconds. Here at Sugarbush. I think if we can get that level 5 engine upgrade, we will be running up front with them consistently at every track. But a top 5 is nothing to be upset with. All right, running through here, Blake Majulis. How fitting is that? Blake Majulis and Alex Bergeron running nose to tail. Right now, 17 to go, 23 complete. As we need to get by 18th running Majulis and 17th running Alex Bergeron. Get by both of them this time get by Majulis and then Bergeron. Have a shallow entry into turn number 1. Gonna have to get on the binders a little bit. Up the car turn, there we go. Off to the back straightaway. And we're gonna have a 2.5 seconds now back to Jake Moser, who has gotten by David Parker for the 6th position. A little over 1 second back to Jake Moser in 6th, David Parker in 7th. As we continue on through this one, working lap number 26. We're going to run through the middle of this on this lap through 3 and 4. our fast. Let's check our lap time so far. Fastest lap has been a 16.592. 16.592. Last lap was a 16.864. A few tenths off of our fastest lap. This lap not going to be any better because we scraped the wall. 16.636. Okay, never mind. Let's see what we can do this time by as we approach Travis Sullenberger. All right, going to back our entry up a little bit. Get a good run off of the exit. 7:48. Oh, went too far there. Let's pull the leaderboard back up. 1.2, 1.1. Now back to Moser. Brian Carter running in the 15th position. Brian Carter is the CEO of World Racing Group, the parent company of World of Outlaws and Dirt Car Midwest and the Short Track Super Series, maybe? I don't know. That I'm not sure of. But Super Dirt Week, yes, that is part of it as well. I'm going to look to the inside of Carter now and have him cleared. 10 laps to go. 10 palms in the air. 2 palms in the air. 10 palms. Jeez, that'd be 100 laps, Gregory. Got a second and a half back to Moser running in the 6th position. Parker still in 7th as they try to hunt us down. We've got 4 seconds almost now to get to Dalton Benefield in 4th. Race leader Ben Wells is half a lap ahead of us as we stand in the 5th position. Yes, we're half a lap behind the leader in 5th. Yeah, I'm not really sure what else we could have done differently there, but hey, we qualified fastest, won our heat race. Didn't do so hot in the qualified Ash, but we're running 5th in the A-main right now, so not really anything to be too upset with as we have 7 laps remaining. 7 laps to go, working lap 34, 6 to go this time by as we continue on in the 5th position. Steve Reese now in front of us. We're trying to get by him, and Watley is in front of him. Reese is going to try to hold us off on the outside and does just that. He's going to drop back to the bottom, now more towards the middle as he's going to try to work around the outside of Watley. Nothing doing just yet. We're going to stay to the bottom of both of them. A very shallow entry into turn number 1. That's not going to help our lap time, but we're going to stay on the inside of Reese. Another terrible entry, this time into turn number 3. We're going to be to the inside of Watley. I think Reese is going to try to follow us and grab the spot on Watley. Oh no, nothing doing just yet. We're going to get into Watley just a tiny, tiny bit. No harm, no foul. Everybody stays pointed the right direction. Watley actually gets right back by us as we're going to try to work through the middle of 3 and 4. Ooh. Get into Watson just a little bit there. We're going to lose it. Oh, Watson and Watley. It's a Watley on Watson crime as we're going to get all sorts of mixed up there trying to avoid, and Jake Moser running in 6th is going to close in on us to the tune of now less than half of 1 second as we are now 2 laps remaining in this event. 2 laps to go here at Sugar Bush. We're going to get to the inside of Steve Reese and put him in the rear view finally. Now looking to the inside of Watley now through turns 3 and 4. Got to hold off Jake Moser, trying to make a charge on the bottom. Put Watley now in the rear view as last lap here. And we have clean track in front of us. No one to worry about except for what's behind us. All right, down the backstretch into turn number 3. And there it is. A top 5 here at Sugar Bush. P5 for ya boy. Finishing in the 5th position, we are getting the win, though, as Ben Wells. Mason Massey comes home 2nd. Shane Payton with a good run in 3rd, and Dalton Benefield comes home 4th. All right, all done here at Sugar Bush. We come home with a top 5, a 5th place finish here. And we will hold on to the points lead. 32, 42, 52, 24 points is the distance back to Dalton Benefield in 2nd. Nicholson finished in 10th, so he's going to fall even further behind. Nicholson might be out of it now, unless he can have a couple good runs here in the next few races. We're going to leave Sugar Bush with a cool close to 30,000, if not more. 31,346. Definitely good there. 2,490 skill points as we march towards $1 million in the skill points category. Let's head back to the race shop. All right, back in the race shop. Tick off another top 5 for Fox Factory. And no repairs needed on the car. Definitely a good thing there. Sponsor goal did expire, unfortunately, but we signed that one with our previous sponsor, so I'm not entirely sure how that one works out. Up next, Cedar Lake. I don't know if we've been there too often or with anything. Now, do we think we can win at Cedar Lake? I'd like to say. Hello? There we go. We've only got one win at Cedar Lake so far. Hopefully all that came through. So I'm going to go for a top 10. We only have one win so far in the season, so I don't want to try to be overzealous and overcommit or anything like that. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do there. And up next, we've got Cedar Lake and Jacobs County. Those will be in the next episode, because that's going to do it for us here today. Episode 660 of World of Outlaws Dirt Racing 24. I am the OG Geo, Greg Osmond. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.